The three demands that we are making. Number one, we are demanding that we need a university led by men and women of honor who can unearth the dysfunctions of the current cesspool and rot we find ourselves in. The University of Nairobi leadership has been at the center of all intrigue, and we badly need to move away from this malfeasance. UaSU is demanding an investigation into the cost center that has become the Amkoa Anangwe-led council and its attendant questionable, lavish expenses in a financially struggling institution. Such an investigation should be done with the express intention of recovering public funds irregularly spent by this council and also pointed out by the Auditor General. Number two, an investigation into the University Council's overreach in the discharge of its duty. And these include the very weird, very bizarre, and irregular direct operational involvement in staff transfers, vindictive suspensions, patronage-driven contract extensions by the council chair. All this is well documented. This overreach has disregarded established separation of powers between the council and the accounting officer, who is the vice chancellor. And this has led to the erosion of merit in the university, leading to the worst apathy in staff motivation, which has never been witnessed at the University of Nairobi. Number three, an investigation into the irregular usurpation of power by one Mr. Collins Omondi, and we want this to be heard. Mr. Collins Omondi, from the non-secretary of council, who is the vice chancellor, as per the charter and as per the statutes of the University of Nairobi. I want you to understand, Mr. Collins Omondi refers to himself as the corporation secretary, an unknown entity at the University of Nairobi. Mr. Collins Omondi is on record convening council meetings, irregularly writing and even keeping minutes of council meetings, and even summoning council meetings. If you want evidence for that, we will give it to you. Mr. Collins Omondi has installed himself as the de facto secretary of the University Council. This is part of the dysfunction that has been encouraged, that has been emboldened, and given traction by Amkoa Anangwe for his own benefit. And this kind of dysfunction is deliberate as a tactic to weaken governance structures at the university with the intention to loot its assets. So finally, ladies and gentlemen, we are imploring you to speak truth to power. Don't be distracted by these sideshows that muddle the truth. We call upon the cabinet secretary, even as we actually thank him for having come to the rescue of the University of Nairobi, that he should degazette all these council members. Degazette them. They are not worthy of leadership in any public university in Kenya. We are also calling on the cabinet secretary to investigate this one Mr. Collins Omondi on the kind of legal advice he has been giving the university that has enabled the dysfunction that we see at the university. We are calling upon the EACC and the DCI to act on matters that have been raised by the Auditor General's report, last year's report. UaSU is only interested in the truth. We are interested in the prosperity of the university. We are interested that our members have a better working environment. Our students get value and worth of their education, and the public that should trust the University of Nairobi. The anxiety that our parents are having, the anxiety that students are having, it needs to end. We need to get back to matters of the university. Allow us lecturers to go back to work and not to come here always quarreling over matters which can be sorted out.
We have COO, a position that does not exist, which is held by Brian Ouma. Mr. Brian Ouma has a problem with his certificates and is working in the top-notch university in this region and this country without papers. He should come to class so that we can teach him and shape him before he's given some responsibility. The office he's holding was never advertised. It was not competitively done. Merit was not there at all. It was just given, and this has been done by cartels whose interest is to plunder and loot resources at the university. And we're very clear about this, because we have seen it. Other General's report clearly states about land and other assets that have been sold or leased without following the law. And they have said clearly, the law has been offended. The payments of allowances have an issue. There are no names, no roster for attendance of meetings by council. Council that is supposed to have 55,000, a budget of 5 million, has spent almost 30 million Kenya shillings. Cash-strapped university, struggling even to buy medicine for members of staff. We don't have nurses. We have lost through natural attrition. We have lost doctors. Nurses have gone away, working elsewhere. You go to our medical services. You sit there for many hours, and there's no medicine. You have to go and buy your own medicine. Yet, the council is embezzling resources, of the meager resources that are available at the university. They have failed to recruit. Their interest is about themselves. And we want to say again, thank the minister for taking decisive action. And we want this matter to be concluded. We need a new council. And after which, then we'll have, a government has to keep its eyes on the university, so that governance in the university improves and delivery of service is assured. And we appeal to EACC to recover all this money is paid to the those occupants of illegal positions, particularly Brian Ouma. He has been earning huge salary, perhaps a salary of a deputy vice chancellor. And he has never been interviewed. He has no papers. Even if the cartels are defending, now government swing into action. I want to finish by commending also the EACC for taking action, because they have already started investigations on the land, the illegal allocation of lands and leases, and they're also doing investigations on this payment to people, fictitious people within or members of council, or the money which has already been embezzled, over 24 million. And we want to thank them and want to encourage them that they should move more swiftly to be able to provide a solution. And we ask, or we demand, that these people should face the law, because they operate like we don't have law in this country. They should face the law. Let this be an example to all the councils and managers of public institutions from now on, that they cannot embezzle funds. They cannot offend the law and get away with it. We expect that government moves swiftly. Even the NIS, even the CID, Criminal Investigation Department, should also move in. They are also, there is evidence that the council is now inciting students to defend them, to keep them in office, bribing students, using the money, innocent students who are supposed to be studying, who are supposed to be nurtured in the right way, because they will be the custodians of our nation in the future. And finally, I want to say this. The council needs to respect institutions. We have an institution, the bedrock of our civil service called Public Service Commission. Public Service Commission is not an institution, a window dressing institution when they do their work. They are given the job of professionally recruiting vice chancellors and deputy vice chancellors. And when they do this, their merit list must be respected, because it's on the basis of merit. And they have categorized all these people, and they have listed them on the basis of who is best to manage our institution. And the University of Nairobi, we're saying as a union today that we need and we deserve the best. So they must respect the merit list provided by the Public Service Commission on the appointment of DVC as well as the appointment of VC. We don't care who comes, but we want merit. Our nation should adhere to this very key principle. You bring people on the basis of personal whims of the council. These are the people who are going to fail the university because they should be doing things as the council wishes, or the cartels that are behind the council want to get from the university. We'll end this malfeasance at the university when we respect that merit. And we demand that the list of those that have been shortlisted for appointment should be made public. It should not be secret, so that everyone knows that it is A that was top. And then if they appoint B or C, then there must be real reasons, good reasons for anyone to do that. But there shouldn't be a reason, because PSC should have noted that. I guess they check with the security agencies and get even background information for those who apply for this job.